Greetings, our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. This is L.D. Smith, the Watchman on the wall. Israel, it is our Sabbath. Grab that King James. But first and foremost, we want to wish all of our sisters and brothers all over a happy Sabbath. And that being said, we're going to get started tonight into our teaching. We have a wonderful teaching tonight, as always. Israel, I ask one thing of you. And that is that while we're reading, I want you to listen to the wording, as I always say, and I want you to think about what we're reading and think about what we are discussing tonight, all right? And the Most High, He will give you an understanding, because the scripture says that the word belongeth to the children. Isn't that right? That's right. Now, that being said, we're going to go forward into our teaching. Let us go to the book of Numbers, the 22nd chapter. And we're going to read some verses out of here. And like I said, I'm going to say again, I want you to listen to the wording and think about what we're talking about tonight, okay? Now, we're going to begin with verse 1. It says, "And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in the plains of Moab, and on this side of Jordan by Jericho. And Balak, the son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done unto the Amorites." Okay, God delivered them, and if you go back over here into the previous chapter, God delivered them into the hands of Israel, all right? Now, let's go forward here. He said, "Then Moab was so afraid of the people, because they were many, and Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel. And Moab said unto the elders of Midian." Now I did a video here a while back, saying that all of Israel did not go down into Egypt. And I had one individual to say that I was a fool, but I got rid of him. But a lot of time in Israel, people would come on our page and they would say things, because they're envy and jealous, and most of all, they're ignorant. And they would say things, and the reason is because they don't have anyone following them. They don't have an audience. They want to come on our page and then try to dictate and teach and talk on our page, and that's not going to happen here, because I'm not going to put up with it. I mean, I would get rid of your ass, in a heartbeat. So the only one teachers on this page is myself and Maria. Okay, but anyway, the ones that come on here and say all kind of things, they don't have an audience, as I said before, and they don't have anyone following them, and they want someone to follow them. And my perspective on that is that the only person that they have following them is their shadow. And you catch him on a cloudy day, that individual, he's out there walking by himself, but they want to come on our page and say all kind of stuff, and like I say, I'm not going to put up with it. I mean that. I mean, any individual come on this page and try to come on here and teach, I'm going to deal with you. And like I say, Israel, all your questions that you have, direct your questions straight to the Watchman, all right? And then we will try to get to you as fast as we possibly can. As I stated earlier in other videos, that we have a job just like you guys have, but we do take our time for the Most High, because He have given us this position here in order to teach His people. So this is something that we have to do, okay? But we still have a life also. Now, that being said, we're going to move forward into our teaching here. Now, I did tell you about Midian, that all of Israel did not go down there. Now, watch what it says here. He said, "Now shall this company lick up all that are round about us, as an ox licks up grass of the field. And Balak, the son of Zippor, was king of the Moabites at that time. He sent messengers therefore unto Balaam, the son of Beor, to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people." Now y'all get that now. He said to call himself, saying, "Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. Now, this guy here, Balak, if you read on down, as we gonna do, you gonna find out that he's a man of God. And like I said about Jethro, I'm talking to my sisters and brothers who've been following us. You know, I did the video about Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, and I tried to explain that he was a priest of the Most High. You know, and like I say, it's right in the pages. He did a sacrifice, and it's virtually impossible for one to come before the Most High if he's not a priest of the Most High, especially doing the sacrifice. But anyway, we see here in the pages. Now let's go forward here. He says, over by the river, and he tells him that they're his people, and call them, saying, behold, there are people come out of Egypt. This is verse 5, latter part of it. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they are abiding over against me. He said, come now, therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people. Now he's telling Balaam to curse this people. Now think about it, Israel. The only one that can put a curse on anybody is the Most High. So he had to be a priest of the Most High. Now, as we read on, you're going to see, you know, I mean, it's right in the pages. But, I mean, that's why I asked you, my sisters and brothers, I asked you to think about what we're reading, you know what I mean? I mean, and just meditate on it, and it'll come to you. I mean, all you got to do, just take your time with it. And I ask you, take your time with it. It'll come to you. Now, look what he says here. He said, come now, verse 6, come now, therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people, talking about Israel, for they are too mighty for me. Preventure, I shall prevail that we may smite them, and that I might drive them out of the land. For I wot that he whom thou blessest is blessed, and he whom thou cursest is cursed. So what he's saying is, Balaam, whoever Balaam curses, curse, and whoever Balaam says blessed is blessed, because he's the man of God. Now look what it says, and the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian, see, that departed with the reward in a devastation in their hand. And they came unto Balaam, and spake unto him the words of Balak, speaking unto him the words of Balak, and he said unto them, lodge here this night, and I will bring you again, I will bring you word again, as the Lord shall speak unto me. And the prince of Moab abide with Balaam. And God came unto Balaam and said, what men are these with thee? And then he said, and Balaam said unto God, Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent unto me, saying, behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, which covered the face of the earth. Come now, curse me them previously, that I shall be able to overcome them and drive them out. Now look what God said here. And God said unto Balaam, thou shalt not go with them. Thou shalt not curse the people, for they are blessed. See that? Now, it shows you here that Balaam is the prophet of God. He is the man of God, because he could curse them, and God is having a conversation with him. God does not have a conversation with strangers. I mean, anyone that has a conversation with a stranger, you know, and you don't tell him all your business. Here, God and Balaam is having a brotherly conversation here. They're not strangers. But look what he says here. He says, and verse 13, he said, Balaam rose up early in the morning, and said unto the prince, Balak, get ye into your land, for the Lord refused to give me leave to go with thee. And the prince of Moab rose up and went unto Balak, and said unto Balaam refused to come with us. And Balak sent yet again prince more and more honorable than they. And they came unto Balaam, saying unto him, Thus saith Balak the son of Zippor, Let nothing, I pray thee, hinder thee from coming unto me. For I will promote thee unto very great honor, and I will do whatsoever thou sayest unto me. Come, therefore, I pray thee, curse me, this people. Talking about Israel now. If you remember now, back here, the Most High told him, don't go with them. That's what he said. He says in verse 12, he says, Thou shalt not go with them. See that? In verse 12, he said, don't go with them. Now you watch what happens, see, because that's why, my sisters and brothers, I stress to you guys all the time, individuals come on this page, come on our page here, and then talk about, well, you need to look at this book and that book and other books. You know, listen, all of you that have been following us, you know what I told you guys. You know my experience with the Most High. You know what I told you that he showed me. You know what I told you that he did to me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but others that come on the page, they don't know, so they want to come on and they want to tell me something. See, I don't take my orders from no man. I take my instructions from the Most High. That's why I don't give a damn about any other books out there. That don't faze me. See, because I'm going to say it again. I had my burning bush experience with this King James. That's why every time I open up a teaching, I always tell my listeners and my sisters and brothers, grab that King James, because that is what's going to take us over. The other books, I don't give a damn about that bullshit. I don't, and I don't want nobody coming on my page telling me about no other damn books. Because if you watch the video, you know what I say. I don't say grab the Jewish book. I don't say grab these other books. I say grab that King James, because that's what I'm teaching out of. So I don't want anybody coming on my page, in Israel, our page also, because we are family. I don't want anyone coming on our page telling me about no other damn books, because I'm coming out of King James. And all the teachings that I have, they have came out of the King James, and that's my burning bush experience, and I ain't changing nothing. And that's what God gave me, and I'm going to use what he gave me. I ain't changing horse in the middle of the race. Hell no. And don't expect me to change. If you want to read another book, go ahead and read it. But I'm not. I'm sticking with the King James, because that's where God and I met at. And he told me who I was. So hopefully this here will be the end of it. I'm hoping that I don't have to go back through the same thing over and over again. But anyway, well, let's go back to verse 18. He says, And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord my God, or do less or more. All right. Now, here's a man of God that he has so-called dug in. See, but if you don't dig in and anchor yourself down and be certain that the Most High is the Most High, you know, people will persuade you to do other things that you shouldn't do, and then those things can lead to death, or you can get yourself injured real bad. You can get your behind in a bunch of trouble. But anyway, look what he says now. But let's all remember, he told him, don't go with them. All right. Now, we're going to finish this right here. Now, he said that he's not going to go beyond or less than what the Most High said. Now, therefore, verse 19, I pray you, tarry ye also here this night, that I may know what the Lord will say unto me more. And God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, now listen, Israel. He says, if the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that shall thou do. Now see, now you know he told him what? He told him earlier, don't go. Now right here he told him, if they come, you can go. God is not mixed up. God ain't got it right. I mean, God don't have it right. God got it wrong. You know what I mean? But y'all want to, I mean, one read it, he would think that God got it wrong, but God got it right. Now I'm going to prove it to you. Now let's go a little further. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the prince of Moab. Right there. I got it. Right there. See what he did? He went with them. They didn't come to him. He went with them. So the Most High told him, if they come to you, then you go with them. But know what he did? He took it upon himself. He went to them. Now watch what happened to his ass. Now watch about him. And God's anger was kindled because he went. See that? See that? See that? God was pissed off with him because he went to them. God didn't tell him that. He's being disobedient. God told him, the Most High told him, if they come to you, then you go. But now watch what happened. And the angel of the Lord stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and his two servants were with him. And the ass saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And the ass turned aside out the way and went into the field. The ass turned to the side, went out the way. Went out the way. Why? Because he saw the angel with his sword drawn, but Balaam didn't see it. See what I'm thinking? Balaam was thinking about all that silver and gold that he had said that he didn't want. But now he's thinking about, well, let me go ahead on and I get that. But see, but you can't be disobedient with the Most High. You can't. Whatever the Most High tell you, that's what you got to do. Now let's move a little further here. He said, but the angel of the Lord stood in a path of the vineyard. This is verse 24. And a wall being on this side and a wall on that side. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, he thrust himself into the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he smote her again. Now, he doesn't know that the ass is trying to save his life. He doesn't. And see, that's like many times being in a position where you are trying to help individuals. They try to injure you. They try to hurt you. They can't see that the Most High is using you, and they want to, well, why can't he use me? Well, he didn't choose to use you. So he have chosen whoever he wants. So that's who he has to do his job. But anyway, let's move a little further here. And the angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place, where was no way to turn either to the right or to the left. In other words, the angel of the Lord said, I got you now. Come on, I'm going to kill you. I am going to kill you this day. Now watch it. He said, and when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam. In other words, she dropped to her knees. She dropped out from up under him, trying to save his life. But yet and still, he can't see it. And that's how many times, people just can't see what the Most High is doing. And they come against him, they come against the person that the Most High is using. Honestly, it's sometimes it is crazy. Just because you can read, you went to college, you got man's knowledge. You don't have the Most High knowledge. You got what this world has offered you and given you. But as far as having the knowledge of the Most High, you don't have that. But let's go a little further here. she fell down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with the staff. And the Lord opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam, What have I done unto thee, that thou hast smitten me these 3 times? I mean, honestly, a lot that is hurtful. You know, this ass has been with him all this time here. He been riding up on this ass's back. This ass been taking him everywhere he wants to go. And this ass never done anything to him. Now, he have smitten this ass three times. And if you think about it, God has miraculously, however he did it, made this animal speak like an individual. I mean, that should have been an eye-opener to Balaam there. Hey, dude, you got it all wrong. Something ain't right here about what you're doing. But anyway, I mean, that's something that's something to think about. And not only that, he is carrying on a conversation like he carried on a conversation with one of his servants. Look at it. He said, And Balaam said unto the ass, Because thou hast mocked me, I would there was a sword in my hand, for now I would kill thee. Isn't that sad? He says if he had a sword in his hand, he would kill the ass. That's sad. It is. And like when I look at some of our people, you know, it is beyond my understanding. It is. I mean, they will say such cruel things. So I mean, say awful things, and then the thing about it is, can't prove you wrong. Just angry. Oh well, you know, it shouldn't be him. It shouldn't be her. It should be me. Well then, as I always stated before, he didn't choose you. Why don't you just accept that? You know what I mean? And if you're Hebrew, continue to live and praise the Most High, and stop being angry. Because being angry is not going to change what he said. What he have said is etched in stone. You can get mad, you can cry blood. It ain't going to change it. Now let's go a little further. And the ass said unto Balaam, Am not I thine ass, upon which thou hast ridden, ever since I was thine unto this day? Was I ever wrought to do such unto thee? And he said, No. I mean, carried on a conversation just like you and I were carrying a conversation. And this is ass. Then the Lord opened up the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed down his head and fell flat on his face. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, Wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because thy ways is perverse before me. See that? God didn't tell him to go. God told him not to go. And he said, if they come to you, they never came to him. He went to them. Then he says, and the ass saw me, verse 33, and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now I had slain thee and saved her alive. In other words, he says, I was going to kill your ass, and then I wasn't going to bother the ass was going to live. I mean, but my sister and brother, this is a very, very good story. But if you go ahead and finish these verses right here, you will see exactly what the Most High is saying. God, he wants respect. He wants obedience. Now, I'm going to show you another side of the Most High. This here was a moderate side of the Most High. I'm going to show you a different side of the Most High. Okay? I'm going to show you how he is. Now, we just saw how he was there. But I'm going to show you his bad side. All right. Now let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings chapter 13. Let's start with verse 1. It says, and behold, there came a man of God out of Judah by the word of the Lord unto Bethel, and Jeroboam stood by the altar to burn incense. And he cried against the altar in the word of the Lord, and said, O altar, thus saith the Lord, behold, a child shall be born. And he's not talking about Jesus. All right, so let's get that out the way right now. He says, a child shall be born unto the house of David, Josiah, by name, not Jesus. He said, and upon these shall he offer the priest of the high priest that burn incense upon thee. A man's bones shall be burnt thereon. In other words, they was putting people to death there on the altar. All right. He said, and he gave him a sign the same day, saying, this is the sign which the Lord has spoken. Behold, the altar shall be rent, and ashes shall be poured, ashes that are upon it shall be poured out. And it shall come to pass, when King Jeroboam heard these sayings of the man of God, which had cried against the altar in Bethel, that he put forth his hand from the altar, saying, lay hold on him. And his hand which had put forth against him, it dried up, so that he could not pull it in again to him. See that? His hand dried up. He said, the altar also was rent, and the ashes poured out from the altar, according to the sign which the man of God had gave by the word of the Lord. And the king answered and said unto the man of God, entreat now thy face of the Lord thy God, and pray for me, that my hand may be restored again. And the man of God besought the Lord, and the king's hand was restored unto him again, and became as it was before. And the king said unto the man, go, come home with me, and refresh thyself, and I will give thee a reward. And the man of God said unto the king, if thou wilt give me half of thine house, I will not go in with thee, neither will I eat bread nor drink water in this place. So far was it charged me that the word of the Lord say, eat no bread, drink no water, nor turn again by the same way that thou comest. So he went another way, and returned not by the way that he came to Bethel. Now God told him, don't eat no bread, don't drink no water, don't go back the way you came in. All right. Now these are not suggestions. These are commandments. When God tells you something, that's exactly what he expects. And that's what he expects. But anyway, let's go a little further here. He says in verse 11, he says, now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel, and his sons came and told him all the work that the man of God had done that day in Bethel. Talking about restoring the man's hand and all of it. Yeah, they told him everything, right? Okay, all right. Now let's go a little further. The words which he had spoken unto the king, them they told also to their father. Their father who? The old prophet. All right. And their father said unto them, what way went he? For his sons had seen what way the man of God went, which came from Judah. And now remember what he said, don't go back the same way that cometh, don't eat no bread, don't drink no water in this place. And he said unto his son, saddle me an ass. So they saddled him the ass, and he rode thereupon. He said, and went after the man of God, and found him sitting up under an oak. And he said unto him, art thou the man of God that cameth from Judah? And he said, I am. Then he said unto him, come home with me and eat bread. And he said, I may not return with thee, nor go in with thee, neither will I eat bread or drink water with thee in this place. See that? And not that he couldn't go on down to another town, but he said, in this place, I don't want you eating nothing in no bread, no drink, no water, nothing. Then he goes on, he said, for it was said to me by the word of the Lord, this is 17, thou shalt eat no bread, nor drink water there, nor turn again to go by the way that thou comest. He said unto him, I'm a prophet also, as thou art. And the angel spoke unto me by the word of the Lord, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. See that? That's why I stress all the time. Can't nobody come on this page here tell me a damn thing. You talking about the Lord? No. If God don't tell me, then you can do whatever anyone is trying to tell me, they can keep that shit to themselves, because you're wasting your time. And I mean that. I know what the Most High is saying, and I am not changing. I'm not changing nothing. So whoever want to come on this page and say something, you might just keep on walking the same damn door you came in, use that one to go out. Because I'm not changing nothing, neither can you tell me anything. Now, let's go a little further here. He said here, told him don't drink nothing. Alright. So he said, he lied to him. Now let's go back here and let's look at this right here. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Here, the verse 19, he says, so he went back with him and did eat bread in the house and drank water. And it came to pass, as they sat at the table, that the word of the Lord came unto the prophet that brought him back. And he cried out the name of God that came from Judah, saying, thus saith the Lord, forasmuch as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of the Lord, and has not kept the commandment which the Lord thy God commanding. See that? See what I'm saying? It's Israel. That's why I stress I'm not changing anything. Anybody who doesn't agree and doesn't like it, look, you don't have to stay. Honestly, like I say, I'm looking for my sisters and brothers. I spend time reading, I spend time meditating, thinking, about what the Most High is saying to me to tell my sisters and brothers. I ain't got time for no other foolishness. I don't. And I'm not going to put up with any foolishness. Now, let's go a little further here. He say, verse 22 say, but cometh back and has eaten bread and drank water in the place of the which the Lord did say unto thee, eat no bread, drink no water, thy carcasses shall not come unto the Father, the sepulchre of thy father. In other words, he's not going to die with honor. Because see, like it was an honor when one prophet died, then another prophet died. They all buried him in the same place. That's where America get this from. There in West Virginia, I think it's in West Virginia there somewhere, where they got the military cemetery where they bury all the military guys there. That's where they get it from, right here. Men of honor. Yeah. Now let's go a little further here. He said, and it came to pass, verse 23, after he had eaten the bread and after he had drunk, that he saddled for him for the ass, to wet for the prophet whom he had brought back. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way and slew him, and his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it. The lion also stood by the carcass. See that? Now you guys know now, anytime a lion attacks a man or something, anything that's around there, all that goes too. But he didn't. Why? Because this it was up on the intelligent guidance. This lion was up on the guidance of the Most High. The Most High was manipulating the mind of this lion and told that lion eat nobody or slay nobody but who? The prophet. Now remember now, he had servants too now. Didn't that happen to them? Nothing. Anything about it is, if you really want to think about it. Everybody's standing there. And the only one that's dead is the prophet. Huh? That's God. Now, let's go a little further here. He says here, in verse 24, says, and when he was gone, a lion met him in the way and slew him. This verse 24. And his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it. And he said, the lion also stood by the carcass. And behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way. Men passed by. Didn't he mess with them? And the lion standing by the carcass. And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. And when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, it is the man of God whom was disobedient unto the word of the Lord. Therefore the Lord has delivered him into the hand of the lion, delivered him unto the lion, which has torn him and slain him according to the word of the Lord which he spoke. He said, and he spoke to his son, saying, saddle me an ass. And they saddled him. And he went and found his carcass cast in the way, and the ass and the lion standing by the carcass. And that's up. Now the prophet goes up there and get the body, and the lion is still standing there. Also the ass. My sister and brother, can't you see that this lion here is up on the intelligence guidance? The Most High is always in control. Always. Now look what it says here. He said, and he went and found his carcass cast in the way, and the ass and the lion standing by the carcass, and the lion did not eat the carcass nor tear the ass. He says, and the prophet took up the carcass of the man of God and laid it upon the ass and brought it back. And the old prophet came to the city to mourn and to bury him. And they laid his carcass in his own grave. And they mourned over him, saying, alas, my brother. Now, see that, like I said earlier, he didn't get to be buried with the rest of the prophets because of disobedience. See, we as teachers, we as people that the Most High have given His word to teach His people, we have to stay in accordance, to the Most High. And me myself, I am not, as they say, this don't go for me. No, it goes for me as well as it goes for everyone else. I am not, extinct, as they say. Well, that's for everybody else, but it's not for me. No, because when I talked to you guys about Aaron and also Aaron's sons, how the Most High killed them. He burned them alive right there before Aaron. We should take stuff like that, to heart, because God is terrible. It's in His word. God is terrible. God will do something to you. I'm telling you, He'll do something to you. And see, I have witnessed, in my lifetime, since even in Christianity, there was individuals that was trying to harm me, and the Most High killed them. He did. blue eyes and blonde hair, killed him, sure did. And also, I have witnessed, that there were other individuals that was coming against me, trying to harm me and trying to stop the progress of the Most High. The Most High got rid of them too. Sure did. Got rid of them. God will do something to you, my sisters and brothers. I am here to tell you, He is not to be fooled with and played with. He will do something to you that you will never be able to recover from. Now let's go a little further here. Let's look at verses. Let's look at verse 31. He says, "And it came to pass after he had buried him, that he spoke to his son, saying, When I am dead, then bury me in the sepulchre wherein the man of God is buried. Lay my bone beside his bones." My sisters and brothers, I can't stress it enough. These teachings, they are for Israel, and they're also for the ones that are teaching the classes also. Like I said, this is for me as well as it is for the rest of my sisters and brothers. And we have to look at these lessons and see, the importance of following what the Most High tells you to do. That's why, like I said, I'm not going to change anything. I don't care whether anyone likes what I say or not. Don't matter to me. The only thing matters to me is that I'm doing what the Most High have told me to do. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm here. I stress to you guys with everything that's within me, to show you that that my love is genuine, to show you that the Most High have chosen me, to do a work for Him, and that I am so excited, to do it. I am glad. All the words they say, elated or whatever, all those words. I can't explain it, in words. How much that I really appreciate the Most High choosing me as the watchman for the house of Israel, in order to come to my sisters and brothers. This is something that a lot of people would kill, to try to have this position. But I'm just so grateful, and we truly love all of our sisters and brothers, and we want you guys to grab hold to these words that we're saying and read, and then take your time with it and think about it, and then you will understand the Most High. You will understand what He wants for you, as well as me myself. So my sisters and brothers, until next time, we wish all of our sisters and brothers all over a happy Sabbath. Shalom.